Hey folks, Deb here from Piney Grove. Today, we are going to finish this plot that we started last week. Last week, we brush hogged this area. The vines were about 6 feet tall or so. We brush hogged it down and we wanted to plant then, but it was too green, so we knew we couldn't till it. There's Brad waving. So we waited a week and it's all dry and should till in really good. So I thought, again, learning farm girl, I thought he would till this into the soil and then plant, but no, that's not how we're doing it. He's spreading the seed, triticale and cereal rye. He'll spread it all over the plot and then he will till that into the soil. And then we're gonna hope and pray for rain. So that's what today's plan is. We'll see what might happen. I will tell you this. So we got here and we load up because we're an hour away. We load up, we get here, and Brad said, oh, I forgot to bring more gas for the four-wheeler. So, do you think he's gonna have enough gas to finish the plot? Oh, and while I'm thinking about it, yesterday actually was Bella's gotchaversary. So 2 years ago, we were contacted by a local rescue, the Lucky Puppy Rescue, that they had a non-spayed female that the people wanted gone ASAP. So we ended up with Bella. We were gonna foster her, but within 5 minutes of having her in my car, I knew that we were gonna more than foster her, but keep her. And the fact that she's still here 2 years later, I was right. Here comes Brad.
Oh, she's got the mic. So did you tell them all about food plotting?
I did tell them all about food plotting. I told them all about cereal rye and triticale and tilling and yep, that's me, the expert.
Miss Piney Grove, the farm girl. So
What?
This is the first time we've ever used triticale, and it's a hybrid between wheat and rye. It's good for the soil as a cover crop, but they say it's good for deer and they love it. Stay tuned to our channel, you'll see, because we have 4 trail cams on this little 1 acre plot.
I guess I could have given him the mic rather than just kind of putting my shoulder up to him. What fun would that be?
Right, so I've got complete coverage over here. We have 100 pounds total, 250-pound bags. I've done it completely what I feel is real good, but I'm gonna go ahead and just go real fast over it with this, whatever we had left. I guess I've already done maybe 80 and there's 20 more pounds left.
He's doing this very fast too. The whole process is quick. Better get the camera before he runs it over. It is so dry out here, it's crazy. We haven't had rain in forever. That was a tractor hard. It is so dry. Brad's dad was complaining about it when I went inside to see him for a couple minutes. They are trying to do a fall garden and they don't have rain. So it's a bit frustrating for them as well. Ella has not stopped all day. I know that's no surprise to anybody, but it's her gotchaversary, so she gets to do whatever she wants to today, as long as she's safe. All done. That was so fast.
So the 100 pounds of seed is all spread. So now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take the tiller and incorporate the seed with the soil and all the thatch that's here. And Deb may have mentioned it earlier in the video, because I'm not sure what she said, is we brush hogged this last week, but the vines were too green for us to plant last week, and we were scared they would wrap up on the tiller. I tested them earlier, and they're more crackly now. I don't know if that's an official farm term or not, but they're more crackly, and I don't think they'll wind up. I think the tiller will do a good job of chopping them up, and that will incorporate all this organic matter into the topsoil, enrich our topsoil, and also help retain moisture. We're real dry here in North Florida. We're in a drought right now, so we're gonna kind of dust these seeds in and hope for rain. We've had good luck with this pot every year. This is probably the 6th year that we planted it, and it always comes out beautiful and green, and many times we planted it in a cloud of dust. And if you thought it was just gonna be me on the tractor, you're wrong, because I'm just gonna lay down a couple strips here, and then I'm gonna get Deb on the tractor because she really loves to get involved in the process, but I'm just gonna get her started.
Oh, I wasn't sure, but yay, good for me. Oh, he was right, look at that. That's tilling right into the soil. I gave Bella a bath, and Bella is making sure that she gets sturdy right back again. So if you don't already know, that's his Kubota L3901, and that is a king cutter 5-foot tiller. Pretty good job. See, he raises and lowers the tiller. I mean, I know to people that do this all the time, that's nothing, but I have to think about everything I do on the tractor. He doesn't think about anything. He just does it. Look at that dust though, it is so dry. This does a good job. I mean, there's still some twiggy parts in here, but for the most part, it looks pretty good. And it actually looks like dirt and not sand. He's tilling this in a manner that he's given me my tilling lane so I know where to till, making it easier for me and less room for controversy. Yay. Bella took a swim in the pond, so now she's going to be very filthy muddy. Again, it's her gotcha day, so the fact that I just gave her a bath not long ago doesn't matter because it's her day. But it's gonna be my day too, because look what I have. What are those, Deb? And why are you so excited about this? Well, this is my own hearing protection, and what makes it so special is it's Bluetooth, so I don't have to cram my earbuds in my ear and then put my hearing protection over that. I have hearing protection with Bluetooth, so my tunes and ear protection. I'm very excited. I've been waiting to use these, and we haven't needed to mow, so yay on me and my own product testing. What he's doing now is creating that far boundary that we will not till and plant past. At least that's what I think he's doing. I think he just doesn't want to get off the tractor because he did miss it. He's still making up for the 8 weeks he couldn't be on the tractor because of his shoulder surgery. I'll get a turn. Oh, look at that. I think he might be coming back. Nope. Thought it was going to be my turn, but he's going backwards now. So nope, doesn't look like it's going to be my turn. Not yet. So as I stand here with my Bluetooth headphones and my eye protection, thinking that he's coming back, and he keeps going the other direction. Oh, maybe now I will get my turn. Maybe, you think? What do you think? Am I gonna get my turn now? He's heading in the right direction right now, so that could be. Oh, he's pointing to me. It's my turn.
When I was talking about thatch earlier and how you don't want it to bind up your tiller, here's a prime example. And even though this is dry and it is tilling up decently, as far as the thatch, I mean, the dirt's too dry. I'd like to have a little moisture there. You get too much wrapped around your bearing here, and it'll heat up this bearing, and it'll mess up your seal. And I probably should have cleaned this out earlier. I thought it was chewing up better. You can see all this is bound in here, and you have a bearing right here on the end. And it's simple enough to clear out, especially when this thatch has started to decompose. You just kind of cut in here with a knife. But I didn't realize it was really binding up that much. But definitely have to keep an eye on it while Deb is tilling. You can actually feel that grass right there is a little hot. Whenever I till, I always carry my pocket knife with me, just for this reason right here. Whether it's vines or just thatch, you want to keep this area clear. If that thatch gets in there too far and gets to that seal, it'll mess up that seal, then it'll start leaking, and then that's a big deal. That's a big repair. You ready?
I am ready. I've been ready.
All right. So we'll start the tractor up, and then when you engage the PTO, engage it at a low RPM, because the tiller is down right now. And then once the PTO is engaged, get it up to 540 on your tachometer there. And then that's your speed. I got it in medium gear, 4-wheel drive, but you're gonna creep along like you did when you brush hogged, because it really has to chop it up. And you see how the middle of the tractor is kind of lined up where it's not tilled versus tilled. It's kind of halfway. You're gonna double till. When you get to the end, don't unhook the PTO, just lift it up.
Just raise it.
Back up, do your spin, and come down that side and just work it like you did a brush hog. I'm gonna have to clean up the ends anyway because it's gonna leave a little furrow when you pick up the tiller. So you good? Just do what you want. I already did.
Oh, you heard that. He said do what I want.
I already sectioned it off over there. So just, all you're doing is back and forth. I don't really care how you do it because I'm gonna have to clean up the ends anyway from the furrows. We'll stop every few rows. I'll stop you and we'll break the knife out and cut off around the bearings if it gets wrapped up. I'll try and keep an eye on it while I'm filming.
He said,
let's go.
how I did it.
She said, remember that I said, I don't care how she does it because she knows I care. She's getting her tunes going. Leave a comment down below. I don't like to hear music when I'm tractoring. I like to hear the tractor and just, you know, be alone with my thoughts. But there's a lot of people that do like music, and Deb's one of them. Deb's probably got plenty of footage of Bella, but Bella's just having a blast out there chasing grasshoppers and whatever else will run away from her. All right, she's starting off slow, then she's gonna go 540, and then she's just gonna till. I can just see those vines kicking up. Let's take a look at them. So in the video last week where we brush hogged this, I talked about these vines and how they wouldn't break up, and they're a lot more brittle now, but the brush hog windrows them. And you can see the windrow of vines right here, and that's not ideal. We'd rather have all that stuff dispersed. And I hear that a flail mower will do that better, and we're looking into getting a flail mower, and maybe that'll help chop it up in this type of environment. But these are all those 6 foot tall soybean vines, and they crack and crunch, but they're still pretty tough. Bella's got her whole belly against that cold soil. All right, Deb's doing her 45-point turn. She's very cautious with the tractor. She doesn't, she's not real familiar with it. She drives it a lot, but she's not to that point where I am, where I know where the left and right side edges are, and I've just been doing it since I was 8 years old. Get over, middle of the hood, get over. Told her keep tilled dirt on one side and untilled dirt on the other. She's worried about Bella. Bella, get out of the way. She didn't like going in that dip. She created it, she didn't like backing into it. As soon as Deb was done with that pass, Bella sat right down in that cold soil. All right, second pass. Second pass for the city girl turning country. After I cut off around those bearings, I forgot to put the tailgate down. Having the tailgate down allows for a smoother finish afterwards, because the dirt will kind of build up behind the tailgate and it acts like a leveler. But this is a food plot, so I don't think I'm gonna stop her and put the tailgate down. Just to let you know, I did forget and leave it up when I was cutting out that thatch. She got a little deeper in the woods that time. The camera doesn't do a good job of picking up like hills and stuff, but this is easily 8 inches taller from where she dropped the tiller and the tractor wasn't moving. That's why you should start back there, drop it back there by the woods, and be moving as you drop it, and then it won't create hills like this. I was down low and I could see when she was backing up there, I could see the tiller tines, and there's nothing wrapped around it. So I think when I was back on the back end where we didn't have soybeans past that cedar tree, there was a lot of grass and it had been cut, but I guess it was stringy. There was still some that was dead, but still maybe attached by the roots. I think that's what had wrapped up the tiller more so than these soybeans. We've got a lot of food plotting videos, so maybe I didn't explain the process, but we don't till before we throw the seed down on the ground. We brush hog, and then if there's a lot of green material, then we'll spray to kill it off. But in this soybean field, there was not really a lot of green material, so we skipped the spraying part this year. Then we spread the seed on top of that thatch and let the tiller incorporate it. The last step of that process would be to pack. And the way you pack is with a cultipacker, or you could drag some pallets or a chain link fence. And we've got a chain link fence, but we're probably not gonna do anything to this. That seed is well incorporated into about 2 inches of soil, and the first rain we get will pack this real good. I see very little seed on top of the ground out here. Most every one of those 100 pounds of triticale and cereal rye is incorporated with this thatch and soil, and this is gonna come up and look great. And if you didn't know, we also have a Facebook page, and that's called Piney Grove Homestead and Mini Farm. And we put more regular updates there. By regular updates, I mean pictures and short videos, as opposed to the YouTube side, which is more of the produced 8 to 15 minute videos. So be sure to follow us over there as well. But that's where you'll get some behind the scenes looks and some pictures and stuff like that. Just more up-to-date stuff. At the open of this video, I said it's real dry. We haven't had a lot of rain. Our pond is really low. But there is some moisture in the soil, so I wouldn't be surprised if a week from now we have some, greenery, some light greenery going across this plot. It'll be full green in about, I say 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, but there is enough moisture in here to get these seeds germinated and get them to sprout up. I was surprised. Now the plot gets drier over there, there's more clay, but this area has more moisture, and this should definitely be green by next weekend. But I just want you to see, you got this dirt, which is a mixture of sand and clay. We don't have the greatest soil here in Florida, but all this thatch has been cut up and mixed with that soil. And what that does is adds organic matter throughout the soil profile. That enriches the soil. It also helps it retain moisture, and it just is a better seed bed for the seeds we put down. And you do that year after year, keep adding more to the soil rather than taking away. So slowly but surely, we will build up this topsoil and it'll be richer and be more productive in the future. How close is she gonna get? How close is she gonna get? She's going farther than she's ever gone before on her own.
Okay, so I'm at a pit stop because my pit master is gonna clean off my tines. Sounds more fun than I'm sure it is, but okay, so I've tilled before, but not very much. Not that I've tilled that much today, but I have discovered that I do like it, but I think out of all the things I've done out here, as much as I love to watch the tiller, I don't think I like tilling as much as I like mowing, and I'm a little surprised to say that.
What?
I know, I don't, okay.
That's the first I've heard that.
Let me clarify. I don't think I like tilling this as much as I like mowing.
Thatch or what?
I don't know.
I'm not yelling at you.
No, he's not yelling at me. Although I do, see, here's the thing. It's not like we're learning this together. It's me learning, and he's been doing it since he was literally a kid. So there is always added pressure I add to myself.
Doing fine, babe. Seriously.
Well, thank you.
It's fine.
But I feel like I'm not, so I always feel self-conscious about it until I get the hang of it a little bit more. But I don't know, I think because it's not like tilled dirt, it's not as satisfying to me. It's just not as satisfying. I want to keep doing it to get a little bit better and get a little more comfortable. I'll do this part of it and then you can finish that part over there. So I'll do this last little strip and then I'll let you finish because I know you're quicker. I know you're faster at it and I want to get better. And I will say that I appreciate the fact that he is being patient with me because I know it drives him crazy. I know it does.
So I think what she was talking about was because the color of the thatch in the soil over there isn't much different from where she's tilled, and also where she's tilled there's so much thatch, it's just not like perfectly smooth like the garden was. So this is how much we've got done. I'll walk down here. She's tilled all the way to the tractor. We're tilled all the way up to right here. You can see there's not a big difference visually. That's a good shot of the thatch right there. Just windrowing it. There's where it hasn't been chopped yet. And here it comes out. You can see right here where the tiller tried to incorporate that in the soil. What I should have done is put the finish mower on after we brush hogged and went back over it, and the finish mower would have chopped it up more and also dispersed it better because it's rear discharge. I'm just trying to keep the blade sharp on the finish mower for out front where we have a better looking pasture. This isn't as critical back here, but I think it would have made this planting process easier.
Okay, tilling experience, extended tilling experience over with for Deb. Brad's gonna hop on there. He's cleaning off the tines again. He's gonna hop on there and he's gonna finish this up a lot quicker than what I did. I did like it. Like I said, I'm not good at it, and it wasn't as fulfilling for me since it wasn't turning up clean dirt and we were just tilling in the thatch. But I will do it some more, and as I do it more, I'll get better at it. I can't close these out. I'm no good at it.
Deb just took off with Bella on the four-wheeler. The plot is all planted. It was dusty. It was a bit of a fight with all that thatch out there, but we got it done. But we appreciate you watching. Until next time, y'all take care out there. And remember, life's short, tractor hard. PG out.